أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر، الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
الحمد لله، الحمد لله قد عم الخلائق رأفة وحنانا، سبحانه تجري الرياح بأمره فتنبت الأرض أشجارا وأغصانا، وبحار بطري اللحم زاخرة، وأخرى تفيض عذبا لسقيانا، وشمس تجود بالدفء ما بقيت الدنيا، وما بخلت قرونا وأزمانا. خلقنا من منية خلقت فكانت الأرحام مأوانا، غذينا من غير جهد ومسألة فتكامل الخلق صورا وألوانا. نحن وعين الله تكلأنا، والأب يسعى والأم ترعانا، حتى إذا القوى فينا قد اكتملت كثرت معاصينا وعظمت خطايانا. نسينا كيف كان منشأنا، فكيف نسهو عن الذي بفضله أبقانا. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، سبحانه خلق الخلق بقدرته وسوانا وأطعمنا وسقانا، ثم قال جل وعلا: وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدون ما أريد منهم من رزق وما أريد أن يطعمون. وأشهد أن سيدنا وإمامنا وقائدنا وحبيبنا رسول الله محمد. يا سيد العقلاء، يا خير الورى، يا من أتيت إلى الحياة مبشرا، وبعثت بالقرآن فينا هاديا، وطلعت في الأكوان بدرا نيرا. صلى عليك الله يا علم الهدى، يا علم الهدى، صلى عليك الله. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليك سيدي يا رسول الله. ثم أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كلام الله تعالى، وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. وما قل وكفى خير مما كثر وألهى، وإنما توعدون لآت وما أنتم بمعجزين. حياكم الله وبياكم وأبقاكم عوامل رفع لهذه الأمة، وحياكم. وإذا كان أهلا ومرحبا إكثارها ترف وإسراف، فألف أهلا ومرحبا فيكم ليست بإسراف. أسأل الله العلي العظيم أن يبارك جمعنا هذا All praise is due to Allah. Peace and blessings be upon the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. I bear witness and I testify openly that there is no God worthy of our worship except Allah. I bear witness and I testify openly that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the best of the creation of Allah, the one who came with the truth, the one who conveyed the message, the one who fulfilled the mission. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send His blessings and His salutations upon the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, upon the household of Rasulullah, upon the companions of Rasulullah, upon the followers of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. My brothers and sisters, welcome back to another Jumu'ah, another time that we try to come together as one family, as one community. And actually, I have a certain mission today. I have a certain task to fulfill. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help me. رَبِّ اشْرَحْ لِي صَدْرِي وَيَسِّرْ لِي أَمْرِي وَاحْلُلْ عُقْدَةً مِّن لِسَانِي يَفْقَهُ قَوْلِي. It is only by the grace of Allah He opens the tongues and He opens the hearts. And whatever came out of the heart, it will definitely go to the hearts. And whatever comes out only from the tongue, it will not have the ability to penetrate the hearts. My mission today, as some of you got the announcement of the title of the khutbah for today, we will talk about the formula of the oppression through the story of Musa and Pharoon. And today, I'm going to shed the light on some of the verses in Surah Ghafir. And the idea here, as Muslims, as congregation in Newport Richey Masjid, we try to learn and we try to get the contemplation. We try to reflect upon some of the lessons in the Quran so we can live and be guided by the light of the Quran. And that's why Allah said, لَقَدْ كَانَ فِي قَصَصِهِمْ عِبْرَةٌ. They need to extract the lessons from the stories. It is not a nice story that we just need to hear without getting the education, without getting the lessons. Why Allah had sent Musa alayhi salam to Bani Israel, to Pharoon, and to whom exactly Allah had sent Musa and Pharoon, and what is the formula of oppression, of dictatorship, injustice. Today, I will give you the evidence from the Quran of what is going on nowadays that the Quran had mentioned. And I want you to listen to that by your hearts, not only by your ears. And understand that lots of people feel worried, anxiety, and they are afraid of what is going on in Palestine, because they are afraid of the children who got killed, the civilians who are struggling. And nowadays, I can tell you, it is the same formula that Allah had revealed 14 centuries ago. Allah said, وَلَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا مُوسَى بِآيَاتِنَا وَسُلْطَانٍ مُبِينٍ إِلَى فِرْعَوْنَ وَهَامَانَ وقارون. Allah had sent Musa with the evidence, with the miraculous signs, with the authority of the truth, the message from Allah. To whom? To Pharoon, Haman, and Pharoon. Pharoon, he is the leader. Haman, he is the military commander and working in the construction. Pharoon represents the financial situation. He is the financial manager of the people at that time. And what happened? Now you have the team of the truth, and you have Pharoon and his people. How did Pharoon face Musa alayhi salam? How the oppressors, the dictators, came against the people of the truth. But let me tell you something about Pharoon, his kingdom, his society. We are talking about one of the mightiest superpower at that time. They were superpower, military, economically, in every aspect. They had allies from other cultures, from other civilizations. And even Allah said, وَفِرْعَوْنَ ذِي الْأَوْتَادِ الَّذِينَ طَغَوْا فِي الْبِلَادِ. If you have ever seen and traveled to Egypt, then you can see the monuments. They put it everywhere, especially through the borders. If you are with a ship, if you're coming with, by land, they wanted to put these monuments, huge monuments, to give the message to everyone at that time, do not mess with those people. But now, let me tell you the strategy. The strategy of Pharoon, and every Pharoon came after, till today. And you will be surprised how the Quran giving the same tactics that they had followed. Number one, they accused Musa and Harun. قالوا هذا ساحر كذاب. He is a magician, he is a liar. That's number one. Pharoon used to oppress people. Pharoon used to kill them. Pharoon used to put them in jail. In the history, it was the largest air prison at that time. The largest air prison at that time. Pharoon was a dictator. He used to have some group of the businessmen. He used to give them money so he can enslave the rest of them. That's why Pharoon was the businessman leader. Harun was the police leader who used to oppress, who used to build jails, who used to build the construction so he can torture Bani Israel at that time. So the accusation number one, a magician and liar. Number two, he used his massive propaganda through the media. He said, يريد أن يخرجكم من أرضكم. Musa and Harun, they are so dangerous upon us. He wants to drive us out of our lands. And he called it our land. And at that time, I believe that some of the hypocrites could say, you know what? Pharoon has the right to defend himself under this slogan. So he accused Musa and Pharoon. Not only this, Pharoon acted like he is afraid about people. He's curious about the safety of the civilians. And he said, إِنِّي أَخَافُ أَن يُبَدِّلَ دِينَكُمْ أَوْ أَن يُظْهِرَ فِي الْأَرْضِ الْفَسَادِ. He said, I'm afraid he might change your religion. He might make you extremists. He might make you radicals. He might make you this and this. Or he might spread corruption on earth. Think for a moment what Pharoon used to do. What Pharoon used to do. He used to kill kids. وَقَالَ فِرْعَوْنَ. He gave the order for the kids to be killed. اقتلوا أبناء الذين آمنوا معه. And now you ask, why Pharoon gave the order to kill the kids? He could simply kill the enemies. No. One more time, no. That is not what the Quran is telling us. Quran is teaching us that their strategy is to kill the kids. That is not by accident. That is not something by mistake. That is something happened and the Quran had mentioned. But because we ummah, we as ummah, we do not read. That is our problem. Allah said, وَقَالَ فِرْعَوْنَ اقْتُلُوا أَبْنَاءَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مَعَهُ. Kill the kids of those who are facing us. Why? Because he wanted to kill them from inside. Kill the elders, grieving, feeling the pain, the torture, the persecution that their babies have been killed. And nowadays you can see a father is carrying half of a baby. Where is the other half? Gun. Could you hear anybody to talk about oppression, injustice? Could you hear anybody in the entire world that they claimed of the human rights? You know why? Because it's the same ideology of Pharoon. Pharoon used to enslave them. Pharoon used to consider them as animals. And what is that? What they said nowadays? Some of them. So, do not lecture me today about the human rights while you are acting blindly, or you have only one eye to see and to give the right here and deny that right here. What Allah said, we extract the lessons from the Quran so we as Muslims can understand. We can reflect. This is the treasure that we have. That's number 3. Number 4, when he fed up, when he gave up, when he couldn't change the ideology of the believers, what did he say? وَقَالَ فِرْعَوْنُ ذَرُونِي أَقْتُلُ مُوسَى. Now, let me kill Musa. Now you ask yourself, why he is asking for permission? He's talking to whom? Let me kill Musa? The tyrant asking for permission? He does not want the permission, but he wants everyone. He wants the countries next to him to get their hands some of the spots of the blood of Musa. He wants their hands to get dirty like his hands. He wants other countries to pull their legs into the problem. So everyone cannot clean himself from the blood of Musa. وَكُلُّ لَبِيبٍ بِالْإِشَارَةِ يَفْهَمُ. Pay attention. It's not about the truth and the false now. It's a genocide. It's about the collapsing of the values, of the principles that some people thought that they can be our teachers, that they can lecture us about the values, the principles, about the ethics. While the Quran is talking about that we are the ummah of ethics. We are the ummah that we taught ethics. Even in the time of the tribulations. Even if in the time of the problem, we always call for mercy. We are not the transgressors. We are not the oppressors. We always. And we do not say that out of that we wanted others to be pleased with us. No. We say it because that's our curriculum. That's our way of life. We call for peace, yes. We call for mercy, yes. We try to preserve every single life for a human being, yes. Not only this, we try to save every single life for animals, not only human beings. Who told us that? Rasulullah Muhammad. That's who we are. That's why my message for those that their iman got shaken, for those that they did not believe in their deen, in their ethics, for those who got deceived, tricked by some of the slogans. Now you can see all the slogans, all the rights that you have seen in the past. Everything had collapsed. Everything came down. Those who claimed, those who their tears came down. Oh, he's so hard on animals. They cry because of a cat passing the road. Their tears did not came down because of kids. Thousands of kids. They were shattered, demolished. They were cut into pieces. They might shed the tears on a dog. Oh, the dog got trapped at the elevator. Those people had no mercy. They didn't give sip of water to the dog. And maybe the traffic stops because of a little turtle. But nobody cares. Of millions has not get a sip of water. From now on, do not lecture me or Islam or Quran about the human rights. Now we know. Now the mask was taken out. You know why? Because Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam said a woman had entered the hellfire because she did not give a sip of water to the cat. Another one entered Jannah because a sip of water gave to a dog. That's before even all those organizations. Pharoon and Musa is a story that we need. Please, if you have time, go to Surah Ghafir. Read the Quran. It has your guidance. It has the answer for everything making you thinking. That is our guidance, the Quran. So finally, what Pharoon said. Pharoon, when he gave up, when he fed up, when he cannot move the believers, he said to them, you know what? I am afraid. And that's another lesson. Allah said, وَنُرِيَ فِرْعَوْنَ وَهَامَانَ وَجُنُودَهُمَا مِنْهُمْ مَا كَانُوا يَحْذَرُونَ. Allahu Akbar. That's another lesson. Allah said, we will show Pharoon, Haman, and their soldiers what they used to be afraid from. Now you ask, Imam, Pharoon is afraid? Yes. Haman is terrifying? Yes. His soldiers are afraid? Yes. Who said that? Allah. You might see them having power. They are over their thrones. But Allah said, they are afraid. They have the power. They have the weapons. They have everything. But wallahi, they are scared to death. You know why? Because the followers of the falsehood always scared. You might say, Imam, I will give you a quick example. You know the wife of Al-Aziz in the story of Yusuf alayhi salam? She is the wife of Al-Aziz. She brought Yusuf and she locked the doors. Allah said, وَغَلَّقَتِ الْأَبْوَابِ. Allahu Akbar. She closed the doors firmly. And when the door was knocked, when Yusuf wanted to escape, she rushed to the door. Allah said, وَاسْتَبَقَ الْبَابِ. Both of them started to run towards the door. You might ask, why she ran? She is sure she locked the doors. The scholar said, because the one who is in the falsehood, always, his heart will not feel good, will not feel safe, even if she locked the doors. Somehow, something inside will tell her, maybe he will win, because he is on the truth. Allah said, Pharoon, Haman, the soldiers cannot sleep at night because they are scared. These lessons and more we can get from the Quran. May Allah guide us to the right path. And may Allah keep us always, because it's not about what's going on. It's about you and I, which position that you are going to be in. Let me remind you, I said people are classified into 4 believers, disbelievers, hypocrites, and cowards. Lots of cowards that we see nowadays. Lots of cowards cannot even talk. Lots of cowards, they blame the victims. They blame the oppressed. They blame those who got killed. They want you to be killed silently. Yes. Do not disturb us. Do not cause problems. We want to go back to our dancing things. We need you to be killed. You, your wife, your kids. Do not talk. Do not make any noise. We need the rest of the world to sleep at peace. We don't want to listen your voice while you are getting killed. Otherwise, we will call you nasty names, bad names. And the same people could start a war because of a little cat. They can share posts. They can show their muscles because of a little cat got oppressed or got tortured. This is a clear sign and face of double standards. You do not need to be a Muslim to understand, but you need only to be a human being. Only a human being. May Allah bless us all. May Allah shower all of us with His mercy. May Allah let us get the lessons from the Quran. May Allah let us live with the Quran. Allahumma ameen. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. الحمد لله وكفى وصلاة وسلاما على النبي المصطفى صلى الله عليه وسلم. My brothers and sisters, it is the time had run over, and we could share lots of verses from the Quran about the same topic. Pharoon and Musa, the struggle, the fight, the clash between the truth and the falsehood. But it is the time for all of you to get the Quran, Surah Ghafir, Surah Al-Shu'ara, read, reflect, get the lessons, try to understand, protect your aqidah, protect your iman. May Allah keep us united. Allahumma ameen, Ya Rabbal Alameen. And I remind myself, remind you always what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, even in the times of the midst of the darkness. He was almost alone in the time of Hijrah. He only has Abu Bakr. And Muslims were persecuted. They were expelled from their houses. What Allah said, يُرِيدُونَ لِيُطْفِئُوا نُورَ اللَّهِ بِأَفْوَاهِهِمْ. Put your plan. And sometimes I got messages from our young generations. Imam, don't you see the plan? They put that. They want to do this. They want to do this. This plan was made 25 years ago. My answer is, Wallahu khayrul makirin. They put their plan, and Allah puts His plan. And Allah is the best of the planners. I want this to be a firm belief in your heart. Remember the companions of Rasulullah. Remember Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Ali, Talha, الزبير, Al-Abbas, Amr ibn al-As. Remember Khalid ibn al-Walid. وعباد ليل إذا نادى الجهاد بهم هبوا إلى الموت يستجدون رؤياه. يا رب فابعث لنا من مثلهم نفرا يشيدون لنا مجدا أضعناه. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا. اللهم توفنا مسلمين وألحقنا بالصالحين واحشرنا يا ربنا في زمرة خير المرسلين. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. My brothers and sisters, before you go, inshallah, do not forget your masjid from your sadaqah, inshallah rabbil alameen. Boxes are here, boxes at women's section. Inshallah, give sadaqah before you go. We paid the expenses of the masjid, taking care of the bills. May Allah accept from you. Wa aqim as-salat. Qum ila salatikum.
الله أكبر الله أكبر